G'day everyone, welcome to Griffin, Indiana. Steel Horse here, we're with Kevin and Jocelyn, of course, and it's just on the backside of March. We're just gone 7 in the morning. We're heading down to the lumberyard just to sell a few more of these logs that we created from the trees that we took down over the winter period. So we're at Miller's sawmill here, and we'll just jump out and see what they'll give us for this lot. With any luck, let's back that up just a whisker. And 4,500 there. What can we get for what's in the back of the truck? That should have sold everything we had out of there. That's another 500 or so. It's a bit quiet around town at the moment, so we're making good progress with our chores. We will check on our livestock in just a minute, but Kevin's looking for a hay baling contract would be ideal, so that we can top up our hay supplies. We need another 50 or 60,000 in cash to be able to buy one of the fields that he's looking at to the north, which have got a bit of pasture on them. Well, a bit of meadow on them, I should say. And of course, we've got our own field here to plant with sorghum when we get a chance. But for now, I think the main field work we've got to do is potentially to weed the field that we seeded last time. So we'll just have a bit of a look at that and see what sort of shape it's in. It doesn't look like anything's germinated yet, so let's just... Actually, we might run over there and leave this trailer over there, because there is some fallen timber that we could load up. Angus are all looking particularly good. And this is where the fallen timber is that we'll get in due course. I might just pop the trailer just off to the side of the so we don't have to drive on the crop when we come back, is the plan. Sneak on the edge there. If we just jump out here, they can see we do have some weeds coming, and we could do with some rolling. There's a little bit of maintenance to do on the cedar, which we can take care of, so that it will be all ready for the sorghum. Not much at all. The bridgey track is all charged up. What we might do is pop the cedar in the big shed, given it doesn't really fit in the implement shed that we placed. We can just tuck it in out of the way here. Fit quite nicely in the corner, I think. So if we have a look at our livestock, it's, while we're waiting for the arable crops, that's really our main game. And you can see Twilight 3 is full and plenty of feed and water for the minute. Twilight 2 is half full and plenty of feed and water for the minute. And 42 in. So there's 130 odd animals in the 3 Twilight fields, and they're all in good shape. Now there's another 24, 36, 42 in the home pasture here, and they're going to reproduce next month. So then we'll have some more to sell. Getting a little bit low on hay, but should make it to next month. The milk cows are fine for the minute. And then the North Meadow, they're probably the tightest on feed, followed by Woody End. So you can see we're comfortably up in the 200 to 250 range with our Angus. And with a couple more lots of selling where we convert the next time we sell out of, where are they? These ones, we'll buy another 30 calves, as is our practice. And then the next group after that will be from down here in the North Meadows. So by the time we get to the summer, we'll comfortably have 300 head of cattle on the property, which is the major milestone that Kevin was shooting for. Because at full price, that's up pretty close to $1 million worth of stock. The sheep are also coming along nicely. And we've just had some reproduce down there that we probably will sell. They'll get a little bit more in value. So we'll just give them a couple months more. But by and large, our livestock's coming along really well. So what we might do, given how slow things are and the fact that those weeds haven't struck yet, is pop down and see if we can pick up a roller, because we don't have, it's the one piece of equipment we don't have on the farm, and it would be handy to roll that Twilight field. And even if we don't find something we're looking for, we could bring the that ripper back. Actually, before we go, let's just have a look at our fertilizer production here. So we need some water in order to produce a little more fertilizer, given that we used some last time. Let's go down and get this roller first, and then we'll take care of water towards the end of the day. In terms of roller, we've got medium to large opportunities, so I think this is the one we'll go for. We just want a field roller configuration for now, and at 12.3 meters, nothing clever about its setup, so we'll just buy one of those. And that'll do the job perfectly. So let's duck up to the twilight field and take this for a spin. Just open it up. Plenty of dust. That's rolling that in nicely. And we should manage to get a reasonable rate across here. That'll be the first time we've rolled in these fields, so it'll be interesting to see how that helps the yield. Do our headland first, I think. But 12 meters, this shouldn't take us too long to work through. Let's double back. Quite a cloud. Everyone knows which field we're working in today. So if we have a look at the map of the district, one of the things that Kevin's noticed, we've got a few fields of sugar beet have already gone in. Well, we won't see until next month, but so far nobody's planted any cotton, and there's only 10 or 11 fields left to plant. So it's going to be interesting to see what actually happens here in the district. There's not a lot of canola in, a little bit of corn, and of course oats like we've put in. So pretty interesting map. We still don't have any contracts that we can work on. So we'll just have to wait. There are always more fallen timber that he can load up and take down to millers, but kind of tends to find other jobs that he'd prefer to do before he deals with the firewood. Firewood's the sort of job he likes to delegate to the boys when they're home from college. these days he spends more time sort of watching the livestock prices and just plotting how the 6 pastures that he's got going are going to contribute. There's definitely an opportunity if we buy one of the grass fields at the back, add a couple more, which is the way he wants to play it. And of course, over the next couple of months, what with contracts and the imminent arrival of the harvest season, only 3 months away now, things get progressively busier. Just a couple more strips now on the headland at this end. Just tidy up a couple of patches that we missed. And that will set us up nicely for this field. We'll be able to do the weeding next time. It's possible to weed before the weeds come through, but given we've got the hoe, Kevin's preference is just to wait until the field germinates, and then you can see exactly what he's dealing with. That's pretty much it. Leave the roller down rather than dig 2 tyre furrows in the field, and then just do this headland. Meters makes short work of it. Pick it up, fold it up. Might as well head in the low gate. Park this. We'll need the weeder next time. We won't put it in front of the fertilizer spreader. That kind of limits our option. Let's put it in front of the tedder. Very happy with the addition of the sheds in the yard. It's much better for the equipment to be away, and also tidies things up. Everything has a place. So let's just have a look here at our fields, what the situation is. pH is good. We're going to need some fertilizer on the oats, and the sorghum will ultimately need some also, but we'll wait till they germinate to do that. So let's just have a look at the situation with the water. We know we need some for the fertilizer production, so We can run over. Let's get a full tank. And then we can run around and top the animals off as well, because we know that the fertilizer production only needs 2,000 litres, so it's just as easy to fill it right up. Pull that one up. Let's just check out which of the cows really need it. Woody End's about half. The North Meadow is a bit more. And the Twilight, and the home pasture. The Twilights, relatively speaking, are fairly good. So we'll do these three. So first stop is the North Meadow, because we're right here. Always a bit easier to get in here when there's no crop on the field, of course. If we're lucky, we'll have 2,000 left, given that these are taking a little bit more than we expected. Yep, we got plenty. Fill the production and just drop the rest in the home pasture. That one's all done. Navigating around here is a lot easier since we got these roads sorted. Let's get the tanker in there. There it is. Oh, that reminds him. Jocelyn's been at him to plant a couple more trees, particularly some of the, put the American elms in. And as is often the case, he thought the instruction was to wait until they grew. But no, she expected him to put the oaks in at the same time so that they all grew up together. So we need to grab some oak trees and Get those in the ground. That'll only take a couple of minutes. What are you doing running? So we'll go and grab our little satchel over here to pick it up. Now, those ones are the oaks, so we need to load the backpack with the right mouse button. Now, the first place she wanted one, well, she was concerned that we had a lovely tree in the home pasture here that these cows use, and we took it out to put the shed in. So we need to just come into here and probably leave enough room to get in the gate. But that looks like the spot for that one. Beautiful. Now, she wanted, there's one up there. She wanted one sort of somewhere around here so that it was a bit of a turning point for the road. And then over near the house, well, actually, there's supposed to be one cleared up most of the timber, I think, off the end of the apron here. Yeah, so there's room here for a couple. Probably down about here. And then we got up here. Try and get a bit of a line. Because the instruction is that the yard is not allowed to extend any further. She doesn't want to be seeing it out of the kitchen window. We've already put an elm in there. He's happy with this oak tree growing up here. And in fact, what she wants, he liked where he put the elms, but she wants a line of oak back from the shed and the house. Around about here. Because then in the summer, they'll provide plenty of shading and we can leave enough room between the house, between the shed and the tree if we ever need to get mowers or the like through. Those two will do there. And whilst we didn't cut anything, the instruction was, because you're planting, can I please have some shade on the back of the house here. So let's just drop another one there. That should do the trick. That was very easy. Like those easy sort of jobs. They're definitely my cup of tea. And hopefully that will keep us out of trouble on the whole home front. We don't want any trees around the silo complex or down near the production at the front. So we can put these back in box and return the equipment. There we go. That job is done. And the last thing for the day, we might grab the ute again. And Head down and check on those sheep, because we want to make sure that we're maximising our wool production, because sometime in the next couple of months we will be selling all our fabric. All the fields are prepped over here. They've made a couple more pallets, which they still haven't put in the container. And what's the wool situation? A couple of pallets of wool sitting there. So we're also out of hay down here too. So probably want to keep a bit of an eye on that. Three pallets of wool near enough will create another 1.5 pallets of fabric, so let's just pick these up. We're going to be able to just massage you around the corner, hopefully. Rightio, so there's 9 pallets in there, is there? 9 or 6? Might be 6, we'll check in a minute. Just get the last 2 of wool. Wool's just a little bit lighter, and we don't have 2 full pallets, but just a little bit lighter than the fabric. Let's just have a look. What have we got in here? 6 pallets of fabric and enough to make 2 more pallets. So we'll end up with 8 pallets of fabric for the year by the looks, which will make us a little over 50,000 probably in May. So although we're getting up to a pretty good price now, so we'll just have to see how that goes. But for now, we can close up our container, close up our gate. We haven't had any contracts pop up, have we? No. Short and sweet today, I think, is the order of business. We might leave Kevin there. He can potter around and do a couple of jobs. I think there might be a small painting assignment inside that Jocelyn wants him to take care of, and this is probably as good a time as he's going to get to deal with that. So we might leave Kevin here. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, stay safe. See ya.